Jim, what is up with the outfit?
Well, today we're going to be building a tiki bar, so I just thought I'd kind of get in the mood.
Good idea. So take us through the features of this project.
So it's a tiki bar.
Right.
It's going to be built in panels so that you can move it into a backyard or out of a backyard. It's for the season, it functions as a tiki bar. And when the season's over and you put away the blender, put a couple panels in it, and it's a garden shed to store that stuff like outdoor cushions that you don't want to take in the house.
Great idea. So for this project, we're using a beautiful naughty grade of Western Red Cedar, which is really going to add a lot of texture and warmth to our funky project. Plus, it's a cost-effective choice. So what's the first step?
First step is to get the floor system going.
Can't wait to see.
Yeah.
So the floor frame is all complete. Next, we're going to install the decking. Jim, what dimension are we using?
We're looking at 2x6 here. And 2x6 is probably our most commonly used decking material because it scales well to decks, and it's beautiful and it lasts a long time. Like if you treat it correctly, it'll last decades.
Nice. I can't wait to see it. Before installing decking, always make sure your frame is square and true. And always make sure there's enough spacing in between each slat to allow proper airflow and debris to fall through. Well, the decking looks beautiful, and it actually didn't take that long.
No, that's because cedar is true and straight, and it cuts easily, and it takes fasteners well as well.
So a carpenter's dream.
Just makes things easy.
And speaking of fasteners, what we're using for this project?
We use stainless steel screws on this project, and we do that because they don't corrode and they just hold up well.
And what's the next step?
Next step is to start on the walls, and the first wall we'll be throwing up is the back wall.
It's coming together. So I love this back wall. Jim, tell us what you did here.
Well, we built it at a 2x6 simply to facilitate this or emphasize this shelving system. We've completely done it in a random fashion. You could do whatever you wanted, though. We were kind of looking for that kind of tiki vibe out of it.
And the shelving's great for all those little curios and accoutrement that comes with the Tiki Bar scene, right?
Yeah, totally.
And as far as the design goes, it's very easily customized to fit any space.
Yes, it sure is, for sure.
For more detailed instructions on the core design, you can go to realcedar.com for free downloadable building plans. So what's next?
Next, we're going to build these two outside walls and clad them.
Nice. Well, it's coming along beautifully. And you know the best thing about Western Red Cedar is it's naturally resistant to rot, decay, and insects, which means it's going to look this beautiful for summers to come with very little maintenance.
That's right.
What's the next step?
Next step is we're going to get kind of a 6x6 frame in here. It's going to carry the roof, and it's going to give it kind of that beach shack look.
Love it.
Perfect.
Shall we exit through the doorway you made
After
here?
you.
Okay. roof's in. What's left?
Well, there'll be a fascia board, a finished fascia board that kind of cleans up the roof detail. Then there's some pieces of trim, odd pieces of trim missing. there's the door, there's the shutters that would close this up for winter, and there's this fabulous bar top.
Oh, can't wait. Now, when it comes to specifying wood for this type of project, do you have any pro tips?
Yeah, I'd go down to my Real Cedar retailer and ask if they had any shorts or offcuts, because there's tons of shorts in this project, and I think you'd save some money, some time, and it would be kind of a green thing to do.
Good to know. Let's get that bar in. I can almost taste the Mai Tais.
Oh, absolutely.
You did it. The bar top's in, and wow, that's all I can say.
Yeah, it looks fabulous. I had this lying around my shop, but if you don't have access to something like this, a piece of 4x12 Western Red Cedar would look just as great.
And not only does Western Red Cedar look great, but it's actually a green choice. In fact, woods such as Western Red Cedar leave the smallest carbon footprint than any other building material. So it's a choice you can feel good about.
That's right.
Let's finish her off. Ah, the shirt is back.
It sure is.
Great work, Jim. I love these sculptures. Now, of course, we don't have building plans for the sculptures, but the point is you can really personalize this project. We're just gonna let this weather naturally, eventually turning a beautiful silvery patina. But it's good to know that Western Red Cedar is pitch and resin free, which means it holds and accepts a wide range of finishes beautifully. Now, Jim, where's the blender?
I'm sure I could scare one up pretty quick.
It's cocktail hour.
It is,
I can't wait to
Yeah, exactly.